Hello and welcome. I'm Darkness, and I'm joined here by DM Stewart, and we got a very fun Moogle Cup showcase here. We just changed up the Moogle Cup flags a little bit, tweaked them, made some improvements. Um, you know, got some. We're going to be seeing some more actual hide and fights, and we're going to see hopefully some suplexes going on. But we'll get into that a bit. But yeah, this should be a fun. Moogle Cup showcase for everyone. We got Leaf on the left here and Sawyer on the right. Both two up and coming people. I believe they are both signed up for the Moogle Cup, so we should hopefully be seeing a lot more of them in the near future whenever that gets going. If not, my apologies for being bad and saying wrong things. But yeah, how are you doing, DM?
Oh, we're doing all right. Getting ready for the holiday tomorrow.
Yep. Happy Thanksgiving tomorrow to all those in America, and I guess happy Thanksgiving to the people in Canada whenever that was. I think that's like a couple months ago.
A month and a half ago, yeah.
Yeah. um, and yeah, I don't know when other countries celebrate Thanksgiving or if they do at all.
They do.
But
this ought to be fun. It looks like it's still pretty much a lot like the original Moogle Cup. Let's see who we've got. Looks like we've got Locke, Celeste, and Umaro.
Yep. Yeah, that's how we know Glue World this seed. It is the Umaro start. But do love seeing Locke and Celeste. We got some free checks early, but yeah. So just go over the a few of the changes. One of the major ones is dragons now will increase enemy level scaling, not HP scaling though. So bosses will, if you kill some dragons, bosses will hit harder, but they won't be any tankier at least. So it should add the difficulty decent amount, especially if you get like a 21 check seed, which yeah, that if you get the couple 2 or 3 dragons could increase scaling from like 30s to offering or Genji glove.
Offering a Genji glove. I like that's a tough choice.
Yeah, I think I would go Genji glove just because it's Moogle Cup, so you're probably gonna see a lot of like weapons, and I mean that does mean you also have a pretty high chance of seeing a VK or an Atma, and obviously we do have our VK user here, so.
Yeah, 8 fight curse shield. So
if we fight, yeah,
that's easy enough if you find a ribbon that you can absolutely take that.
Yeah, Leaf choosing not to.
Leaf has already found our Search the Sky boss, and it's ultra.
Well, thankfully with Umaro, this is actually pretty doable, but like might take a little while because we don't have a ton of. Yeah, it's not going to do that much.
Sketch and a health. That's not the world's greatest. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Leaf did not go into the treasure room, so I don't think they found anything interesting there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's no weapons for them to switch to, but yeah, I don't know, I might just move Celis and Locke to the front row. Well, Celis doesn't have a weapon to start, but at least Locke to the front row and just hold A. Well, definitely the health will at least ensure that this should be completable eventually.
Yeah, it'll be slow, but it'll be completable.
But yeah, anyway,
Sawyer is going to do a South Figaro loot route.
Yep. I do always enjoy coming here early, especially if you have Edgar. Then half price shops are massive.
Yeah, half price shops are big. Yeah, nothing really great there.
Yeah, another one of the interesting changes is the check skip, or the amount of checks needed for check skip is reduced to 21, as we see Ultras 1 finally going down from the normal 22. Fixed dice isn't terrible, not exactly the weapon I would want to see though.
Not exactly the weapon you necessarily want to see, but if you took that offering fixed dice don't sleep on offering fixed dice.
Yeah, no, it's decent. It's sadly it's a bit slow. The animation for like fixed dice is like 2 seconds per swing, so
But if you don't
offerings
have
like
anything better, and at this point,
definitely.
they don't.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and Sawyer did choose to take the offering instead. So, fortunately, the person that took the Genji glove is the one that ran into Ultros. But this guy,
yeah, but Leaf is probably gonna find those fixed dice. Oh wait,
yeah, they got the fixed dice, but they did not take the offering. So, but yeah, I mean, even if either of them can equip it, it's fixed dice is still fine to use, especially early. It's like it would have been super nice for that fight because you probably would have, as long as you're lucky, you would have taken him out in a roll or two.
Yeah, that would make. Jazer in chat points out early game fixed dice offering is really good. And yeah, it is.
Yeah, fixed dice
at least
is a sort of. Sorry, go ahead.
At least what seeds that I've run where I haven't gotten anything better like a Rag or or an Atma.
Seraphim down here in the basement. But yeah, I think once you get into KT, then it's fixed dice kind of starts to show how annoying it is when Sawyer finds the Genji glove, which is clearly the offering was the right pick up there because
and a Thunder Shield.
Yeah, Leaf might be kicking themselves when they see the Genji glove to go along with their fixed dice. Well, it's like, I just had the offering. I would have a Genji glove and an offering, but who knows? Maybe we'll find like 4 Lunas.
Who knows? Maybe you get Terra early, then you go do Welk and get the other one. And pretty standard loot route to loot South Figure.
Another Genji glove, jeez. That's this certainly is a thing. And well, one thing about the fixed dice is one of the changes with the new Moogle Cup is the equip rate's been upped from, I believe, 33% to 45% now. So chances are at least one of the two should be able to use fixed dice. It's definitely a lot better than this was old Moogle Cup settings or something like Ultros League.
Okay, it's a dead check from Zen Thief.
Well, we don't know because it's World of Ruin. I'm pretty sure it's World of Ruin. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all good. Didn't see what was in the relic shop, but I think if I had enough to buy it at 19K, it's with how good the things are at the very least, it's probably going to sell for more than that. But
not really anything. Not really anything particularly.
Yeah. Just gonna buy the Atlas armor instead. Yeah, Hyperist is good too. I mean, they're both very good for Yeti. So, gonna choose to take those up instead.
And they're good for real characters too.
Yep.
Ooh, Thunder Rods.
Thunder Rods. Yeah. I think you could probably sell one of the Genji gloves. I don't think you're gonna need 3. But
Thunder Rods are
you
real
never
nice
know, I suppose.
early.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, now we're gonna find out because Sawyer's gonna go check Zen Thief again.
Yep. 42 and an Esper.
And you definitely want to get it in World of Ruin because it's only about.
Yeah, it was 19K, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 19K instead of 45K.
Yep. And we got an early Coliseum play.
Oh, I like this. Leaf going straight for Coliseum. It's one of the few reasons to do something with Yeti.
Yeah, Yeti definitely Ooh, you can get more Genji gloves.
Great question in chat. What do the numbers mean on Cyan, Magicite, Dragon on the tracker? That is how many characters you have. The white number is how many they have. The yellow number is how many they need. So 3 of 6 characters, 1 of 9 Magicites, and 0 of 0 dragons.
Yep. And then it's not listed, but for Kefka Tower skip, which skips like basically the first half of Kefka's Tower, you need any one of 9 characters, 12 Espers, or 21 total checks completed. Which, as mentioned before, is one of the new changes in this flag set, is going from originally 22 checks down to 21, so slightly easier. Could definitely make a bit of a difference if your people are hovering around that amount near the end.
I don't necessarily dislike this play from Leaf.
Yeah, I've seen people do
I also
this.
don't necessarily like it. Only because I want to be clobbering the dragon while I'm down here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is the one downside. Although if there's good things in here, I mean it's a free check. You don't have to fight anything, and you could get some decent loot out of it. Meanwhile, on Sawyer's side, they're going up to. It looks like they're going to do South Figaro. As they're going to walk and grind through it. Normally, what I do is I just.
Yeah, it's going to be a walking grind through.
Yeah, normally I park myself out on the other. Oh no, they put the Moogle chart back on. Interesting. Unless I'm losing my mind, yeah, they're still level 3, so you don't generally want to be taking bots at level 3.
Yeah.
Leaf actually probably doesn't need to because they already did.
I will have to get used to. I'll have to get used to in the new Moogle Cup flags, not just immediately going for a dragon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the dragon scaling, I mean, it shouldn't be that big of a difference. I think it's still probably worth it if you can get super balls and stuff, but it's not going to be any harder. Ooh, this is not a... Right, so they just kept the Moogle charm on until they got to the heal point. That makes sense. Of course, Yeti being a jerk, and the downside of doing it this way is you can't walk out if the fights in here are bad. You're just gonna have to... Oh, they're gonna take the boss on level 3, it looks like. Oh, well, it's Kefka, so... Probably not punished for it. We have Thunder Rods and Super Ball. Okay. Did not see the Super Ball picked up, but... Thunder Rod should, Don't know if we ever saw earrings, but judging by the damage... Doesn't... Well, yeah. I guess maybe at level 3, that's... Alright, they do, okay.
And gold.
No, they will take on the dragon. Definitely a bit of a risky play with only 2 characters, but Umaru is pretty tanky, and obviously Locke has health, so... As long as he doesn't get one shot here, which it doesn't seem like he's gonna... Should eventually get taken out.
Well, and
Gold Dragon.
That's a South Figaro down in on Sawyer's side.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an Atma weapon.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have, definitely, especially with the offering. I mean, you'd prefer an actual real progression check, but I didn't see what the Esper had. Or I assume they put on somebody, but
forgettable.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice. It was forgettable on spells, and I didn't notice on
the bonus.
But we're gonna
choose. Yep.
We're gonna clobber a dragon.
Yep, I like it. Level 10's a bit sketchy.
What I learned what I learned when I started learning Moogle Cup. A, B, C, D. Always be clobbering dragons.
Yeah, level 10's a bit sketchy just because you're still in like one shot to Pearl, Blue, or Gold Dragon. Obviously, we know that this can't be Gold Dragon, but so at the very least, the Thunder Rods will be useful, and we do have the Super Ball, so hopefully we'll make quick work of it. But oh, it is Blue Dragon. Oh, preemptive attack. That's very nice. Using Bolt 2 instead of the rod. I didn't see. Maybe they used all 4. I'm not paying good attention.
Might have. I wasn't paying enough attention either.
Yeah. All right. But the Super Ball took care of it.
That's Clobber Dragon on both sides.
Yep. Simultaneous. So that'll be very good levels for both of them.
And a Thunder Shield from an Illumina from Sawyer.
Yep.
You love to see that.
Yep, definitely prefer the Illumina, especially with 2 people in your party that you know for a fact can equip it. Don't think we'll see any Yeti Illumina strats, but you never know. Maybe with the Atma, we could have Yeti Atma or something.
Yeah, that'd be fun. We could. And let's see what's at the bottom. Let's see what's down here. It's a dead check.
Well, it could be Magicite. Yeah,
it's Magicite. Yeah. It's not a character.
Yeah.
Because I'm at the point of if it's not a character, it's kind of
it's not. Yeah. It won't get you any new things, but it will progress you to unlocking KT.
We definitely need to start. We definitely need to start finding characters. Maybe okay. Leaf is going to go do. Leaf's going to go do Figaro Cave.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean,
it's
another dragon to clobber. It's another potential Esper to get, and you have Yamaro, so it could be a character out of it.
Sawyer's going to go do the Yamaro check.
Yep.
I don't hate that play.
Yeah, no, I like it a lot. I think I generally, if I have Yamaro to start, I try to come here pretty early because I don't think I saw either of them peak the Yamaro check, so we don't know if it's a character or not. But even if it's not a character, I would still come here and do this. Gonna wisely save before the dragon. Still probably within Pearl Dragon one-shot range if you're unlucky, because he can just like throw out 3 Scar Beams to start or whatever. No, just gonna skip it entirely. Interesting.
Yeah, pumping those ABS brakes. Always be saving.
Mm-hmm.
And this is it's a Marshall. Marshall's not a terrible fight.
I just noticed on Leaf's side they have Yamaro using the dice. It is a bit suboptimal in the sense that it reduces his tackle damage because the tackle is based on the battle power.
Right.
And it's like battle power of like basically 1, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, so but we've all seen only dice rolls up to this point, at least from what I've been looking at. And then, there's a tackle. But unfortunately, it's been mostly low rolls.
And that Magicite is Raiden. That's a useful Magicite for Phase 1 and Phase 2 of Kafka. Final Kafka.
Yep. So you're gonna save here, check the Esper. I guess it makes sense. You want to,
2 and Life 2.
Yep. That's definitely nice to have. So yeah, they're gonna come back to save anyway. So and they probably wanted another Kraken Esper before they take on a vanilla Ice Dragon who decides to Northern Cross. And well, no healing. That's on timeout, sadly. But Illumina and a Yeti to the face should be enough. He's not much of a threat.
Yeah, Illumina and Yeti to the face is probably about what we're gonna want.
When we see
Looks
a
like
World of
Leaf-
Balance Opera House play. Yep.
Yes, another play that I like.
Yeah, it's a
Good walking grind. It's a good spot to do a walking grind.
yeah. Well, the one downside of grinding there is that if the boss is like Magic Master or something, you're basically out of however many minutes you spent grinding. But another offering, so if Leaf ever comes back up to take on the Tritalk spot in the dragon, they will be able to get the offering they missed at least. Nope. Unfortunately, Leaf forgot this is World of Balance and picked the wrong switch. I've definitely done that before.
Yeah, I've never done that before in the vanilla game when there was a timer going.
Yeah, that's not fun. Definitely. But yeah, we're pretty much out of options at this point. It's either this or MTech, because Yamara only has one check, and well, we'd see it's a character. That's an Esper, not a character. Starlet. So I think if I was Leaf, I probably would have done Tritalk first and Yamara's Cave first, but this is definitely not a bad play either.
Ooh. Floating Continent Atma.
Yep. So we're down to either MTech or everyone's favorite Kefka Narsh. Well, I guess outside of Opera House could obviously still be a character.
Yeah, Opera House can still be a character. And I'm hoping it is, because I always like doing... I'm that weird guy that always likes doing Opera House.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the checks with the grind fights where you can't save before the boss are always a bit sketchy, because it's like,
yeah,
if you do them for grind fights, then there's a chance that all your grind is wasted, and then if you do them later, then all the grind fights are kind of just a waste of your time.
Yeah.
Which is why I generally don't like them, but seems like Leaf's going out of their way to take on a couple rat or two extra. Which,
and
these do give decent XP, but I probably would want to save at least a couple Thunder Rods for whatever I wind up facing.
Yeah, not necessarily anything that Sawyer wants in that in the Coliseum. Sawyer going to go down to look at Sawyer looking like going to do MTech.
Yeah, I like that play.
I do too.
You never know when you get someone with Magitech later on, and it's also 2 more Espers, and none of the checks left are that good. I think.
Yeah, there's not a lot left that's really terribly. It's really a terribly good or easy check.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. At least your I'm poisoned thing is better than FF1 randomizer playing the song of my people.
Yeah, it's I think a bit better than FF5 is poison, but it's still not great. It's very
that's a senior behemoth. That's a senior behemoth.
Oh yeah, and I think it's a good time to mention another one of the changes. No more undead bosses. So if Leaf tries to finish down the second phase, or revivify, then it's
so no revivify cheese.
Yep.
I am 100% in favor of getting rid of cheese.
Yeah, you can still cheese it with instant death, but you would need to have instant death, and we'll have learned it at this point, which is a lot less likely than buying like 8 revivifies.
Well, there is Raiden. If Leaf has it. Don't know that Leaf has it.
Yeah, or even has the MP to cast it at this point, because it is pretty expensive. But she's gonna take it out the old-fashioned way. Ooh, and here's a not fun boss to see fairly early, but I think we have enough power at this point that it should be pretty doable. Thunder Rod to the face is also... I probably wouldn't have wide Thunder Rod, or did there?
Yeah, I'd have probably focused it on red.
Might have just been a misinput or something, but... Ooh, jeez.
Oof, duh.
Lock takes
And let's
big
see
shot
what
to the face there.
That is not a character.
Yep. Also, clearly, I was just, seeing the future when I said that Opera House wasn't a character. I wasn't, misspeaking or anything.
It's
At least it's another Esper. Yeah. You can get everyone Espered up now. Yep, looks like Leaf will be following Sawyer.
For MTech as well.
Yep. Well, at this point, it's either this or, whatchamacallit, Kefka and Arshan. Yeah. I think I prefer this. Ooh, we're gonna see this. This is a bit sketchy because you were just 2 people poisoned, so we're at 1 HP starting this fight, which, but I guess health exists. But
we have health.
Yeah.
Health is a thing.
Yeah, thankfully got it off before the poison tick killed them. That would have been bad, but... Oh, 2 of the 3 survived. It's also very much not a fun fight to deal with on Leaf's side. Dice. Gonna wind up using the last Thunder Rod. Makes sense. This is not worth the time.
Yeah, this is not a good fight to deal with. Oh, I love that you have that on the Moogle Cup flags. The star for all magic learned.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that is new as well. Yep, forgot to mention that.
I use that on my archipelago flags. Ooh.
Yeah, it's definitely nice. It's always nice to just see that, like, okay, I've, learned everything there is to learn on this.
French Vanilla, Ifrit, and Shiva.
Well, thankfully, by Leaf will be able to heal up now after that awfulness, but Ifrit's showing up 1 spot too late, sadly.
French Vanilla, Ifrit, and Shiva.
I always find the Imaro throw thing to be very funny.
And that gets that down.
Yeah, I remember the first time I equipped the Rage Ring on Umara, I thought I was like, is my game bugged? Like, what is this going on here? Why is he just going to other people's spots and just fling them? Yep, well, we do have a bit of Jillian Genji gloves, so we could we could Octo Atma if we want.
You are definitely speaking my language with that.
Yeah, I forget where we saw the other ammo. Leaf might have been the only person to pick it up, but I'm blanking. Well, HP plus 30 and Ice 3 is nice, at least.
Especially when you have Atmas.
Yep. Would be especially nice if we ever found a VK for Lock, but...
oh yeah, that too.
At this point, not looking super likely, but you never know. Oh hey, an instant kill. I definitely want to unequip that Thunder Rod and use it here. Unfortunately, not quite enough to one-shot. We got some doggos there, getting taken down. Sigil will be proud of the slaughter there. No Y remove, but Illumina to the face is kind of the same thing.
Well, yeah, not a Y remove, but an Illumina remove.
Yep. Oh, we got our Paladin shield up. Fully done. I totally forgot about that. I don't remember if I saw if Leaf. Oh yeah, because Leaf has the countdown timer and Celis is muted. I'm smart.
I are smart.
Yep. Gonna do some quick in-game equipment shuffling there, or in-battle equipment shuffling. Get that onto. I assume that was onto Celis. I think I wasn't paying super close attention, but we got Baby Inferno here. Don't know if we go in the ice through yet. Even if we did, wouldn't matter because he absorbs ice. But we do have Thunder Rod. Unfortunately, unlike Adult Inferno, not weak to Thunder, but it'll still do normal damage.
It'll still do pretty good damage.
Yep. And Ymora with the smack to finish the job. So we shall see pretty shortly. If we're gonna have two character Kefka and Nourish. As meanwhile, Leaf runs into Ifrit themselves.
And Sawyer is going to get... Sawyer's at level 29. That's... I definitely think we're getting at solid levels. And it's Palador match site.
So we are Kefka and Nourish bound. Sawyer has not done Opera House or Phoenix Cave yet. Depending on their choice here, they might not be bound for there immediately, but we should see it pretty shortly. Yeah, we know we'll have to go there. Yep.
Haloing Moons in chat. All forced fights lead to Magi Master.
Yep. God, 2-character Magi Master would be fun.
No, it would not.
Oh, well, we're going Zen, I guess, to buy Zen Thief. Makes sense. Yeah, we don't even need to sell anything at this point. You got plenty of money. Yes, another Hyper Wrist, and yep. What? Where? There my Atlas Armor as well. Okay.
And it's Tritalk.
Not the most useful from a Esper usage standpoint, but maybe it has some good spells or bonuses on it. And they will choose to do Phoenix Cave.
Do Phoenix Cave. That's not an unreasonable choice.
Yep.
Is multi-summon still on for Moogle Cup? That's a great question.
Yes, multi-summon is still on. The changes are dragons increase level scaling, undead bosses is off. We got an objective for suplexing a train to give all blitzes. Equipment and relic rate is up to 45% from 33%. We have the Esper Mastery icons. Check skip was reduced from 22 checks to 21 checks, and the biggest change of all is Auction House Espers is down from 2 Espers available to 1 Esper. So for all you Auction House enjoyers out there, massive nerf there that I'm sure is going to be many riots in the streets.
I enjoy Auction House in the vanilla game only because I know how to force it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think with how the RNG works in this, it like basically changes like every frame or something. So, I mean, if you can, if you're good at frame perfectly walking in and walking out, you and learning every single possible RNG value, you could theoretically still do it, but it would be extremely difficult. Oh. Meanwhile, on Leaf's side, they're taking on the Flame Eaters themselves. Ice 3 to the face should do good work, yep.
Yeah, Ice 3 to the face does wonders against Flame Eater.
Yep. I'll put those fires out, you know. So you're choosing to be polite to not do the masochistic strat and you know take the spikes off, you know, take them down, you know, not have to force the party members to walk through all the spikes, you know. It's very painful, not fun. Generally don't recommend, but you know, it's all about going fast here. Oh, and we will see at least, yeah, I believe Octo Atma there, or was they switched to Genji? I was not super paying attention. We'll find out in a second. Yep. Good old Octo Atma. Yep.
Once again, man after my own heart. Octo Atma is awesomeness. Hey,
Yeah.
welcome Benakage in chat.
He'll pick up his Thunder Shield.
Yeah, pick up that Thunder Shield. We're gonna pick up the Esper that's down here. I think it was Carbuncle.
Sounds about right. It was something.
Meanwhile, Leaf is gonna pick up that ice dragon.
Yep. Then we'll get the offering. So that'll be very nice to put with the Atma user. Oh, and we have Blue Bubble.
Blue bubbles solve all problems.
Yep. Speaking of things that were not changed, Blue Bubble is still vanilla or MP cost, so it's 83. Very reasonable. I'm sure he'll be happy to see that offering, considering he passed the one up earlier. So yep, and we will have double Octo Atma.
Yep, Octo Atma. Well, why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
why wouldn't you at this point?
It is, I mean, early on in seeds when you're killing things, you know, pretty quickly, you know, swinging 8 times does slow things down a little bit, but especially in a fight like, well, I was about to say in a fight like this, it's very nice because you'll just destroy all the characters, but
okay, then you Blue
Marshall
Bubble.
decided to put a net on that. But yep, we have backup Blue Bubble.
And Sawyer gonna trigger Opera House.
Yep.
Is Opera Perform still a high tier weapon?
Nope. Oh yeah. So all the old extra objectives that were for like high tier weapons and stuff are gone. So you cannot do performance for a weapon. You can't save Sid for an armor or kill Sid for an armor. And well, you can still suplex a train, but instead of giving you a relic, it will give you blitzes now.
That makes me sad.
Yep.
Losing opera performance for a high tier weapon makes me sad.
Yep. Although I mean, even still, even giving a weapon, it's not worth your time. But at least, you know, in terms of going fast, but it is worth your time in terms of enjoying the performance, you know. Well, so it will be missed.
I've done it in a race. I've done it in a race before, and it was because I couldn't get anything. It was because all of my opening checks were bosses, and I couldn't beat any of them. So I needed to go. I needed to go get something I could beat a boss with.
Yep. Leaf will see that they are not going to find a character here, so I think at this point they're both last locationing. They've done every single location except for Kefka and Arch, so we should see a convergence there pretty shortly. Judging by
the
fact that Leaf is finishing up their boss fight, they should be about a minute or so ahead in getting to Kefka and Arch.
I think there's not a whole lot left but Kefka and Arch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've all done everything. I don't think Leaf has taken on the Opera Dragon, so I think that's the main difference in time at this point.
Yeah.
No, I always hate when my left input gets eaten and I wind up talking to that guy, and you just waste my time.
Sometimes stuff happens.
Yep.
I've dropped inputs. I've had dropped inputs before.
Yeah, it's definitely not my fault for like fat fingering anything. It's the game's fault. Yep.
Yeah, my
making the trick up.
Sometimes will pick up phantom input. MP plus 10%. Underrated bonus on an Illumina user.
Yeah, although plus 10% isn't really probably enough to make a difference, but I mean, it is. And I mean, with Moogle Cup scaling, you have enough MP that like an Illumina user should probably never run out of MP, assuming that's all they're doing. But maybe if they're casting Ultimas as well, but
yeah, if you're also casting blue bubbles or life or lives or things like that, you can run out.
Yeah.
And it's a shadow.
Makes it marginally better than stamina, but alas, still not very good.
So I guess for shadow you go check Gao and you do floating continent.
I mean, I'd
house and then floating continent.
Yeah, I'd probably do Gale on the Belt first, just because. I mean, why not? Like,
because it's a transition. Because it's a transition between worlds.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a character and you don't have to do floating continent, then that saves you so much time. But I mean, you're probably gonna have to do floating continent either way, just with how many characters you still need, and how many espers you still need, and chances are floating continent's gonna have
one. If you know you're gonna do floating continent, just do floating continent. Yeah, that is a more repeatable way to avoid the soldiers.
Yeah, that's the safe method. A bit slower, but if you're not confident in your ability to run past the soldiers,
which I am not, but I never learned that particular alternative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so Leaf, as Sawyer starts, Leaf finishes. We'll pick up their shadow, and we'll see where they go to next. I have a feeling it's going to be Ooh, Morph Shadow. Not the worst, but
Not the worst,
not
but
great either.
let's see where we get let's see where we get our fifth character. And
Oof, and they went early. So, this is the downside of the fast strat. If you mess it up, you're gonna be stuck doing this for, oh, jeez. Well, thankfully that took him out of confusion. Or, yeah. Of course, they respawn because they're jerks. So you're gonna have to get out again. Always. Yeah. Well, we don't exactly need the another offering or another offering for Leaf, another Genji glove for Sawyer. Certainly don't need another Genji glove, but
that's a lot of checks. And
yeah, it is 2 checks, and I don't know how many checks they're at right now, but an extra check with only needing 21 for skip could be a big difference. I would definitely go back to Welk. You're right nearby, and it's 2 checks. Even if only one, already what one of them is. What are they doing? They're doing something. They're asked to chain a weapon shop for someone.
Plenty of weapon shop.
There are super balls there, interesting, but I assume that's where they got the one from before, or maybe that was in a chest. Yeah, I guess they just never checked the shops here. Yeah, I guess, because they started in World of Ruin. Nourish.
Yeah,
they both started World of Ruin.
They both went to World of Ruin for start.
They never checked the shops here, so it makes sense to check the shops while you're here.
Leaf going back to do Welk, and it's a Mog. Okay, here's a question. Do you immediately then do Moogle defense?
Yeah, I would do Moogle defense. I would not do Lone Wolf.
Sawyer
walking up and back.
Sawyer making the correct move, making the correct party move, and getting rid of that Yeti.
Uh-huh.
It's the same reason that I actually don't entirely like offering in some cases. It's not controllable.
Yeah, there's one downside of offering, but I mean, it is double damage, so and it's like quadruple damage nearly if it's on a VK user,
and it's slot on Mog.
I would not put Mog in, and they're not going to.
That's where they.
I guess we're gonna teach your ultimate.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say that's where they got ultimate.
Yep.
Paladin shield. But yes, I would. I like the idea. I like Taco's idea of save and peak Moogle defense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think there's the offering. That will be.
But I
don't think we're gonna be using that. But I mean, I suppose you could get off the Octo-Atma and split the up between 2 characters. But I don't think with all the weapons we have, I don't think this is really necessary.
You also because I believe they've got 3. I believe they've got 3 Atmas. You could also Octo-Atma and Quad Atma.
Yeah. Looks like Leaf is going to go in with just no save protection. Yep. And it is not a character, so. I mean, I don't hate this. Like, Moogle defense isn't that slow. It's like, you still need Espers. If you're at 5-9, okay, that's, a different story, but I think I would be taking this regardless.
Still needing Espers, still needing characters. I like the idea of just plain doing Moogle defense. You know that unless even a dead check is still probably useful.
Oh, they're right. They're at 6 now. They don't need characters anymore. Thank you, our checkers all day for updating that. because I'm smart.
Also, want
And
to
can't count.
shout out. Is it Zalday who's tracking?
Yep. Yep.
And Drinks Glue, who is our restreamer.
Yep. And Save the Umaro's Foundation CEO.
Or maybe I don't want to shout him out.
Don't.
I'm messing mostly.
Another Ultra's down.
And it's a Magicite Shiva. That is seven. That is 7 Magicites. So both characters on 6 character. Both players on 6 characters, 7 Magicites.
Yep. Should be
Okay. What sort of
pretty close.
resources do you need to get through the final fights? It's very dependent on. It's very dependent on what you have.
I think Octo Atma and Illumina and Big Blue Bubble of Doom is definitely enough. Leaf gonna buy the Esper. You're gonna do it in World of Balance. Probably just forgot the prices.
World of Ruin. Yeah, probably forgot the prices.
Or they're leaving and going to World of Ruin, and they remembered that was much cheaper. At this point, though, I think with only needing 1 Esper, I would definitely do Cave on the Veldt at this point. And then, I mean, if that's winds up being dead or a character, then Mobilis is right nearby. You could do that as well. And speaking of Cave on the Veldt, Sawyer will be going there themselves.
And see, with it just needing an Esper, I would do the first check on. I would save and do the first check on Floating Continent.
It's so slow though. It's a really slow. It's like I think it's like 4 minutes just to like get through all that.
Cave on the Veldt is peekable, but you still have to go the entire way through the cave to see it.
Yeah, but Floating Continent, you have to do 4. You have to fight 3 fixed encounters, 2 bosses, and then walk all the way through.
Not if the first one's an Esper.
You still, yeah, you do. You still have to walk through all the way through to the end before you can get off.
No, if the first one's an Esper, you don't have to go all the way to the end to get off.
Well, you have to go all the way to right before the fight. I mean, the Atma fight.
That's a cyan on Cave of the Veldt. I really like taking that. I really like picking that up because cyan has a lot of checks that are easy to get.
Yeah, and if we're going to do a triple check for our last 2 Espers, Doma Dream is significantly faster than
much faster if we're going to do
Floating Continent,
something like that.
Yeah, and we're still needing 2 Espers. I would probably do Doma Dream.
Yeah.
I mean, you have enough checks that you don't necessarily need to do it, but I think I would rather just. You're probably going to need to do 3 checks anyway, so.
Yeah, the only thing I really want to see at this point is something like a Fenrir or maybe.
Yeah, we are missing some calmness protection.
Fenrir, I want to see calmness protection.
Don't think we've seen Mute either, which would be nice. And well, we have Raiden for instant death, so. And with multi-summon, that's all that taken care of. Leaf going to choose to clobber some more dragons, taking on the Opera Dragon. Yep, and Sawyer
going to Doma Dream.
Yep, clearly of like mind, deciding that Doma Dream is the best option here.
Oh, that someone Taka Magic in chat pointing out that they have life 3.
Oh, okay. So we do have, we have some form.
So we have calmness mitigation.
Yeah. Yes. Not the best, but it is something.
Well, it's classic calmness mitigation.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I always used for calmness mitigation when I played the vanilla game.
Mhm. Yeah, also
And,
very useful and against vanilla Magi. He'll pick up his Illumina.
yeah, they're also very useful against vanilla Magimaster. It's a tree talk.
Do we have any fire magic?
We have
we have Atmas, so we don't care.
We have Atmas. We have Octo Atma.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's about all we can do right now. Oh, and Ultima, right? Duh. We have Big Blue Bubble of Doom that doesn't care about anything.
We have Octo Atma and Blue Bubbles.
Yeah. We don't need fire. The Leaf, was that Coliseum play that I missed there on Leaf's side or something? I was not paying super close attention.
Yeah, just looked to see what was there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, there's their Fenrir, so much faster way of getting calmness protection, and it will also be very nice in tiers 1 and 2 with multi-summon.
Yes,
you can definitely just spam it, and yep.
Yeah, Leaf making the auction play. Or at least making an auction play.
I guess no stones were available, so they left. There's definitely one of the things with it going down from 2 Espers to 1 Esper is chances of it being dead are a lot higher. You know, because before it would have to be essentially be double dead for it to be no Espers. Leaf will find their Cyan. It'll be interesting to see if they choose to take Cyan or if they just reset out of it. I think
I would still take Cyan because if I only need an Esper, I'm gonna go up Mount Zozo.
Yeah, I mean Zozo's fair. I mean it is another Dragon Clobber if you feel like you still need to do that. I think I'd probably just do Dome of Defense just because it's the fastest one, but they are thinking about it and they will decide to do it. Yeah. I definitely wouldn't do Dome of Dream though at 6-8. That's
yeah, at 6-8 I probably wouldn't do Dome of Dream. 6-7 I definitely do Dome of Dream.
Yep.
6-8 I don't know that I'd do Dome of Dream.
So we're gonna be at 7-9 very shortly. With this being an Esper. We'll see if they bother to take the third check. I assume they would. There's pretty much no reason not to. It's only like 10 seconds.
How do we know it's an Esper?
It's not a character. And the second check.
The second one has to be character or Esper.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Ooh, quick on that Fenrir. That's pretty massive. Fenrir.
Quick on the person that's got blue bubbles.
I was thinking more quick Octo Atma, you know. Get that
that too.
16
quick
fight.
Quick Octo Atma for phase 4 final Kefka. Yes, please.
Yep. Never done that with an Atma, but I have done that with a VK, and it made very quick work of him.
It just melts faces.
Yep.
Hey, Vanilla Rex Soul.
Well, Leaf choosing to go with your strategy and take on Mount Zozo.
Once again, it's fewer transitions if it works.
Mm-hmm.
It's fewer times transitioning between World of Balance, World of Ruin.
Yeah, although it is a much slower check. So, I mean, you're saving 10 seconds of transitions for like an extra minute of walking in combat, but you do get Dragon out of it.
Transition back too.
Well, it's like 5 seconds to transition. It's like 10 seconds total, I think.
Okay, fair.
To go. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I think, again, if you feel like you need to take out an extra dragon, then this is certainly a reasonable enough play. I feel like we have enough power that I don't need to take another dragon. If I'm not taking out, if I'm not going here to take out the dragon, like, why am I going here, essentially?
Sawyer gets skip as well.
Yep. So they will choose to take the Esper from the room, and it is Bahamut. So not necessarily a requirement with having the blue bubbles, but if we didn't, it would definitely be very nice to have.
So Drown Ball Champ asks, "What do dragons do for you?" Lots and lots of XP and magic spell learning.
Yep. Yeah. So you learn spells, you get lots of experience,
And they do give you at least one item.
Yep, and yeah, it's a guaranteed dead check essentially, and in Moogle Cup especially, those dead checks are always very good. Well, unless it's fixed dice, but generally always, yeah, Flame Shield's still pretty good.
Flame Shield's still pretty good. It's Merton protection. It's
not that we ever found Merton or have enough shields, but still, it's nice to have, and it's a nice thing to break.
Yeah,
it is not a character, or not a Esper.
It is not an Esper. Oh well.
Yep.
I still support making that play. I still think it's probably the right play to. Yeah, and again, you get that Skull Dragon, you get a VK, and now we have VK. Now we have quad VK as well as Octo Atma.
Oh, well, here's another boss that cannot be revivified anymore. Still can be instant death. Ooh.
That's scary.
Okay. He didn't Octo Atma the party. That's nice at least. Although the one upside of having an Atma and being confused is as long as he hits himself, then he'll be doing like next to no damage, but
And
crisis averted.
There's
and
the dome of defense that you were calling for.
Yep. We get. Nope, you can't do that. Innate reflect. Sadly. So we are going to see the condemned pop off, unfortunately. I don't know if Terra had learned blue bubble yet, but I think if she had gotten the blue bubble off, that probably would have killed. It's always unfortunate because I always hate having to sit through this because it's like I know there's a chance that like if I just do everything perfectly or whatever, I still lose. Yet it gets done. I can skip that waiting 20 seconds, but alas.
Yeah, I know there's a chance even if I do everything right, I still lose a character.
What was glue technical fixes. We'll see what that was very shortly, I guess.
Zaldi says it's Golem.
Okay, it was Golem. Okay, well, there's their better form of calmness protection.
Yes. Hey, and that's an Ultros 4.
Yep. We've nearly completed the Ultros cycle. I think it was time with Fiery, and Fiery mentioned that there should be a reward for killing all 4 Ultroses. Not that it happens very much, but it would be fun, especially in Ultros. Like it's named after him, and you should get a reward for killing the Ultroses.
And Sawyer definitely picking up that validation chest.
Yep. We validated that his Revivify, and we got a final boss tomorrow here, Guardian Kafka. And Leaf is now in KT themselves, shortly behind.
Yes.
Not that far behind.
Gonna take out that ghost train with a Terra and a Cyan. Don't know that Doom's gonna.
Yep. It is. Does hit. Get off. Oh. Fortunately for Sawyer, you're gonna have to sit through this Yumaro green cherry nonsense. He may have powered 100 times up, but he is no, a hand to jump. That's very annoying. So this is definitely going to allow Leaf a bit of time to catch up, assuming they get through this fight quicker. We're going to pop the vanishes on. I guess we got nothing better to do at this point.
Yeah. And look, it's the other reason not to like Umaro, because he just randomly does stuff instead of, holding a turn for when the boss comes back.
Well, if you run away, you can actually Umaro won't attack if you're trying to run away, so you can delay him. That also goes for anyone that's like berserked or confused or whatever.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Yeah,
and
so
blue bubble solving problems.
Yep, it's very useful in the Chatternook fight because you do not want Yeti stabbing Chatternook in the girl form.
And there's Octopath coming out.
Yep. 2 lanes down for
Sawyer.
Yep, Sawyer. Unfortunately for Leaf, the Octoatma, not quite enough to kill either of them. Which is a bit surprising, but Ultra's just taking all the hits to the face. Alright. Yeah, he's dead.
That'll do it.
Okay. And don't need to save apparently. We're just gonna go straight through and pick up that Revivify and
Leaf's gonna try and take out that Umaro.
Yep. Oof, unfortunate to hit lock there, but still doing decent damage.
Still doing 2k. Still doing a little over 2k a hit.
Yep, so enough
to
one shot. It goes to show just how important dodging that Umaro second phase can be, because it basically there's like essentially 2 bosses behind going in, and it's now like half a boss. It's just essentially the walk behind, like half a boss worth essentially.
Oh, this is another one of those fights where I really don't want to see a Yeti.
Yep. This is. Yeah, nothing you can do about this. You just have to pray that Umaro picks the right target. But goes down very easily.
About to head into final Kefka.
Yep, and
which is such a great final boss fight.
Genji Enhancer. I don't think I've seen that, but I guess if you want to boost your magic power, is that how that works? I'm not sure. I guess it does. Alright, I guess we're going to Illuminate Enhancer. Don't think that's strictly necessary, but I guess it's slightly more damage. I don't know.
So Sawyer is about to hit phase 1, which is basically the Inferno. The final boss fight of Kefka is based off of Dante's Divine Comedy. The first phase is the Inferno. That would be Doom. Leaf took out Ghost Train with Doom. So it's basically the devil. You have the head, you have a fist, and you have a claw. You can instant kill claw. You have to actually kill the fist and the head, and you generally want to go after the head first after you kill the claw.
Yeah, and if you leave head alive for last, it will omni counter with Quake, and if you leave the claw or the long arm for last, it will omni counter with Shockwave, I think. It will like use Shockwave 2 or 3 times and if you happen to kill them multiple simultaneously, then it'll still omni counter. So yeah, you generally want to get rid of head and claw / long arm first. That way you don't have to deal with those very annoying counters. Which is why we are seeing lots of damage onto the head. I don't know if they brought Raiden. I haven't seen a Raiden cast.
Yes, there was a Raiden cast.
Oh, okay. There
was a Raiden cast that took out the claw.
Okay. I need to pay better attention.
Well, you were watching the other screen. You were watching Leaf's screen.
Yeah, true.
Meanwhile, Leaf onto the Inferno as well.
Yep. Only, I don't know, was that like 30 seconds behind, something like that? Still very close.
Casting Doom on the claw. I really don't trust Yeti in this fight.
I mean, he's not, especially now he's back road, he's not going to be doing enough damage. Well, I mean, his tackle's still doing a lot, but...
I don't trust Yeti in the later phases.
I mean, the later phases doesn't matter who he hits, really. I mean, I have had it where
it triggers the Blessed Mother to revive.
No. I had him. I had Octo, or not Octo, but I had Atma offering Yeti on tier 4, and he decided, instead of to kill Final Kefka, he decided to tackle 3 straight times during Gunner phase and then trigger an ultimate counter and get the rest of my party killed before he finally decided, alright, I have an Atma offering.
Phase 2. Sawyer on to phase 2. Instant death will work on the red section. Then you want to mute the back section, the white section. Then you want to take out the tiger head.
Yep.
Then you want to take out the tiger head, take out blue, and then you can take care of the back section at your leisure.
Yep. We do have mute. I wasn't sure. I was not paying attention, but we do have mute. Thankfully, did not have the 1 in 100 chance of mute missing, which is always fun.
It's only 1 in 100. Why do I get it every time then?
Or it might be like it might be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 1 in 100, but it's definitely very low. It might be like 2 or 3 in 100. I'd have to look at it again.
Phase
but,
2?
Yep, not that far behind. Didn't use the raid. I assume they have rated. Maybe they just didn't put it on or just forgot about it or something. But because they were using Doom instead. But the multi-summon Raiden is definitely very nice because, yeah, I mean, in like Ultra League without multi-summon, I mean, Raiden's still nice to have, but it's,
it's not.
You just have to hope you get lucky. Yeah, and you can only use it for 1 of the 2 phases, if you do get it first try.
Okay, we've got Tiger down, we've got Red down. Sawyer going after Blue.
Yep. Oh, first try Doom, so not punished.
Because when blue hits, when blue goes out, you'll get 10 hits, and you'd rather that happen not as the end of phase counter. Yeah, I mean,
sometimes it is weak enough, especially when you have Fenrir. Like Fenrir would make this like totally trivial, but yeah, he's weak enough that he's probably not going to kill your characters unless you have like no armor or are very low on HP. But yeah, still, I mean, if you don't have to kill him last, then I mean, it is theoretically possible for him to like have hit lock like 10 times in a row. So
yeah, it is entirely possible to RNG hit one character all of those times, and that's just.
Speaking of RNG, not very fun Doom test coming out there onto Terra there, so that's gonna slow down a bit.
So that means we're probably gonna need a Revivify. Yeah.
Well, thankfully we got 11 of them, so. Terra's still swinging, but ammo up and not going to do very much when your HP is 0. And honestly, I'm surprised that it actually does anything at all.
And that's Sawyer onto phase 3, the Blessed Mother and the Pietà.
Yep. So with sleep,
gotta take first because she will revive. She will revive the other section.
Yep, and yeah, sleep will at once he gets under 10,240 HP, he will start being annoying, and counter every attack with a 33% chance of casting Train or a 33% chance of casting Media, which is also not fun, or a 33% chance of doing nothing if you're lucky, and also every turn he'll do those things as well. And once he gets to dead HP, he'll cast Calmness once or twice on your party, which is his physical instant kill, which is why Calmness protection is very important, like Fenrir or Golem, which we have.
Fenrir, Golem, or Life 3.
Yep. Or if you're feeling ultra lucky, you can use Phantom as well, or Vanish, but you have to be very careful with that. As
very careful and very sure where you are on the health to do that.
Yeah, it's not that risky if you have a way to get through Medio phase, but if you don't, then it's a lot sketchier, because you're probably just going to get Medioed and it will guaranteed hit and wipe the Vanish off, which is not fun.
Yep.
And also, Girl also has her own version of Calmness, but all that does is put you to sleep. But generally speaking, in Worlds Collide, we kill her fast enough that
that doesn't go off.
Yeah, that will. Oof. Of course, the whirlwind only hits. Yeah, misses everybody except the Octo Atma user. So we're gonna just poke it, sleep there a little bit.
Yeah, you use these names for the names for them. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, even though it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't show up as on the screen.
I know what I always called them.
Yeah, that's fine. Because it doesn't show up on the screen, but they do have internal names still.
This is and this is the final phase is what, 60,000 health?
62, I believe.
62?
Yeah, 60. Yep.
And you want to burn it to just above 30 until you get the laughing face, and then burn it fast from there.
Yep. Yeah, so when he will start out with Fallen One as his first attack, unless you can get him unless you can do 30k to him, then he will go straight into charging for Goner. There's a Calmness, and apparently we did not put Golem up, or it got knocked off or something. So unfortunate to lose Celis there.
Put it up.
Yep. Well, he's only a few seconds behind, but yeah. So and anything can happen. But yeah, so once he's into Goner phase, he won't be able to do any counters. If you get him under 30k, then he'll start doing hyperdrive counters or regular physical attack. There goes Fallen One. Should have something to. Oh yeah, we have Mega Elixir, so that'll be fine. Unfortunately, came out before Lock Swung, so another time for him to just do nothing. But yeah, and then once Kef gets under 10,240 HP, when we get to see fun sketch Ultima come out. But he will change from, instead of casting Hyperdrive, he will cast Ultima as his counter. So because he doesn't counter during Goner phase, you generally speaking want to, if you know he's low, want to wait till he starts charging and then kill him then. And if for some reason he's down to 7,680 HP and you still haven't killed him, he will change his script
on Leaf's side.
Ooh, so he's actually passed with, I think, the procs and the Octo VK actually slowed him down. So that's pretty impressive that he's caught up that quickly. Oh, never mind. Okay, apparently he's not getting counter at all.
Apparently we just burned right through Goner phase 2.
Yep. So congrats to Sawyer. Very close race there. And yet there's GG. So
on Leaf's side as well.
let's see. Yep, official time of 1:08:07, and for Sawyer and 1:18 I should say 1:18:27 for Leaf. So yeah, very very close race there.
Great race.
Yeah, for over an hour plus to be within 20 seconds of each other's that was very close. One or two differences.
Yes.
Slight things would have made the difference in that. So we should hopefully get both of them in very soon.
Welcome, Sawyer. GG.
Yeah. GG's. That was apparently a lot closer than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That was super close.
Yeah. Both of you last locationed Kefka at Narsh, so that was the main thing going into this, and then yeah, I mean you because that you pretty much had to do the same things more or less.
Yeah.
So I guess.
Oh, go ahead.
As to start off, what are your thoughts on the changes?
I like them. I like the lower skip. It's just easier to do, and it does kind of like hurt like going through the castle. So that's a thing. But or going through Kefka's tower, but not having Revivify, I was gonna actually joke around and do Revivify on the Phantom Train, and then he was like, "No, we're gonna confuse the app user," and I was like, that's like okay, can't do that. But I do like that change quite a bit because I always forget how to do it.
Yeah, and yeah, it doesn't matter as much for those because you can't instant death them, but Haydn definitely, as we didn't run into, but Haydn goes from being very easy to very scary because you cannot instant death him.
Luckily, there was enough offense in the seat, especially with the Illumina that could be passed around. So that was pretty cool. Finding like the first check was like, "Do you want an offering or a Genji glove?" It's like, okay, cool. Depends on what offense you're going to get this seed, but yeah, I do like the notification that everything's learned on the Espers. It just makes menuing a little easier too. I think that should be just a standard thing, but that's just me.
I agree with you completely on that.
Yeah, and speaking of offerings and Genji gloves, we found plenty of those in the seed, regardless of what you chose there. So
yeah,
I think two of them in the South Figaro basement was very funny.
Yeah, like back to back too. I was like, oh, well, I'm glad I made the right choice.
Yeah. Ultimately didn't matter because you wound up getting Terra later on, but yes. Speaking of stuff, I guess what were your thoughts? With Kefka Narsh and like the other checks, like as to why you wait on Kefka Narsh or whatever. I guess.
Well, by that point, I had Phoenix Cave, Opera House, and Kefka Narsh, and they're all kind of long. But Phoenix Cave also has a dragon, and I was trying to get Locke as high as possible at that point. So I knew that he was going to get a ton of experience doing that. And then I didn't check my Espers beforehand, but...
GG to you, Leaf.
Yep, welcome in Leaf as well. Definitely a very close race. Yeah, so
I mean, I'll always take a photo finish.
Yep.
GG's.
Yeah, so I'll ask you the same first question I asked Sawyer. What were your thoughts on the changes to the Moogle Cup?
I didn't notice them. So, for the most part, the changes that I notice are you can't revivify undead anymore. So that slowed down. That slowed down Senor. And I mean, it didn't affect my fight with Ghost Train. We just Where's my blitz? Where's my blitz glue?
Yeah, sadly no blitz to show off the suplex for 8 blitzes, but we did find a Phantom Train in the wild. I guess with your what are your thoughts on sort of routing, especially like early on with not a bunch of not so great checks. You went to Phoenix Cave pretty early, but yeah, I guess
Shoutouts to everyone's favorite hero, Umaro, for soloing things today.
Yep.
I was a big fan of Umaro and Locke taking on a dragon. That was fun. Shoutouts to the random Ultros League advertisement flying around Worlds of Ruin Narsh, by the way.
Oh yeah. Yep. You do run into the Ultros in the sky.
Yeah. Sawyer, I land and grab the items out of Ruin Narsh with Locke, take off on the airship, and not even 2 pixels neck over is Doomgaze.
See, that's kind of funny because after my Coliseum visit, I like started like zigzagging back down to like Zen before doing what Magic Factory to get the see if I can get the Doomgaze fight. That's pretty funny actually.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was dead. I forget what the reward was, but it was not an Esper, so it wouldn't have helped in
That
terms
was
of
one of my
progression. But
that was one of my Atmas, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was an Atma.
Yeah, I got to Sawyer. I got to run
no,
with an
fixed
Octo
dice.
Atma.
It was
Oh no, that was a fixed dice.
yeah.
Fixed dice that only the Yeti could wear.
I had that Illumina and I was like, I'm not even gonna bother with fixed dice today.
Where did you find Illumina?
Opera Dragon.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, I got that one. I just got late. I was prioritizing other
so I
places.
went there early.
I
Yeah.
was prioritizing dragons that were near checks, like the red dragon.
Yeah.
I last located the Kefka at Narsh.
Yep.
Same.
Both did. Yep.
But, well, GG Sawyer. Pleasure to race
GGs.
as always. You and I
As
seem
always.
to do this a lot on the Restream channel.
I seem to think that our total combined finish times for each of us is within a minute for the last 4 restreams we've done on this.
Does that include the Link to the Past ones we did?
Yes, it does.
Like, I swear, we've been on this channel like 5 times in the last 3 months. It was great.
Yep. It's always fun.
Yeah.
And I will happily showcase more as needed. So, if you're on the fence of joining Moogle Cup, Sawyer and I both learned in the original Moogle Cup. So, at least I think Sawyer was in the original. I know I was in the original, but
I was in the original and then also another one after that. So
yeah, you and I both did 2 of them because
Yep.
I had a mentor teach me the basics, and then I got Taco Mage teach me the intricacies of this game.
absolutely.
That man is a fountain of knowledge.
I have
Yep,
one
well,
question before I'm
yep.
good. Did you sketch Kefka?
No.
I did. I was like, do it.
Yeah,
It was
What does
fun.
that do?
that was
Yeah.
Ultima.
Ultima.
Yeah, unfortunately, your Leaf Celis died before
Oh, that's
the
Yeah,
Kefka, so you could not
Celis took
sketch.
a calmness.
gotcha.
Which is funny. I'd like to point out, Celis took a calmness despite everybody else being there with less defenses because Celis was wearing the Illumina as a stat stick.
Mhm. Yeah, I was wondering about that Illumina Enhancer Genji Glove thing you were doing there.
Oh,
But yeah,
that's nice.
stat stick.
I never found an earring shop, but I had 3 Genji gloves in under 2 minutes. So
South Figaro.
Yep.
Wrote about
Yeah, and Leaf. Yeah, unlike you, Leaf took picked the Genji Glove, which in the short term definitely was the wrong pick, but it wound up not mattering really.
Yeah.
Either way.
Nice.
I'll often pick Genji glove because it's more controllable, and I can often find the Katana Soul if I'm looking for him.
Fair.
And Moogle Cup is a flag set that I do prioritize dragons, so with the limited pool, you often get at least one offering out of them too.
Fair.
Yeah. Thank you for the restream, Darkness Stewart for the
Yep.
comms, Zalde for tracking, Glue for the restream, Sawyer for the race. I'm gonna go have my dinner that was ready about 5 minutes before we started this race.
Yep. And thank you, Leaf and Sawyer, for playing, and thank you, Leaf, for doing my job for me, and thanking everybody. But yeah.
I'm a long-time commentator. I do that.
Yep. But yeah, I think unless you got any questions for Sawyer, I think
I don't
about it.
really have any other questions.
okay. So yeah, I think I'll go on and raid Chicken Boy. Just to be thorough, again, thank you, Glue, for doing the restream and doing all the technical stuff. Thank you, Zalday, for tracking. Thank you, DM, for being in the booth with me, teaching me all about the Divine Comedy and stuff, and all that funness. And yep, that's it. See you next time.
Good night, everybody. So my prime